School, I want to welcome you to the very first Senior Parade. Seniors, you have made it to that moment where you will be called graduate of Knox Central High School. There are many people we want to thank today for making this night. There are many people we want to thank for making this day possible. First, we want to thank Mix 96 for broadcasting live here at Knox Central High School so the many community people can enjoy it in town waiting to see their graduate. We also want to thank our community, the City of Barbourville and David Thompson for providing the stage, the Barbourville City Police, Fire Department, and the Knox County Sheriff's Office for covering the parade route, and for the Knox County Courthouse and countless businesses for showing their support to this class, the class of 2020. We also want to thank the Knox County Board of Education and Superintendent Sprinkles for supporting the class of 2020 during this celebration. This school year, our leadership team at Knox Central High School participated in a book study by Angela Duckworth entitled Grit. Duckworth defined grit as the combination of passion and perseverance. Little did I know I would be looking at the picture of grit on May 15th, 2020. The class of 2020 has shown much grit and resolve to be at this point. And today we celebrate you. We saw grit this school year in our archery students and our archery team who won region for the second year in a row. We saw grit in our boys basketball team who won region for the second time in a row. Many said it wouldn't be done, but the grittiness of that team said, yes, it can. We saw grit in our cheerleaders and our cheer squad, a team who made it to state last year, and they said, let's not stop there this year. Let's go to state and let's go to nationals this year. We saw grit in our first ever wrestling team at Knox Central High School. In its first year, when many of the wrestlers didn't know the difference in a wrist lock and a wrist watch, the team managed to have many students qualify for state and our first senior to earn a wrestling scholarship to college. Now that is grit. We saw grit in students who worked on their NTI work without any help. Odyssey Ware with very little help. They showed up for Zoom meetings and preserved through their dual credit and AP classes. We also saw grit in our class officers. When told that many of the traditional senior ceremonies could not occur, the officers went to work to find ways to celebrate as a class through virtual Greenleafs, Honors Day, and Signing Days, to drive through baccalaureates, and even today, the Senior Celebration Parade involving the whole community. The class of 2020 has shown great grit during this pandemic. Speaking of the senior class and the officers, at this time I want to invite up Morgan Warren, our class vice president, who will be followed by Cooper Collins, our class president. Invite them to the podium at this time to speak to the class of 2020.
There is an old saying, hindsight is 20/20. Meaning, once we reflect on past events, we can often see where we went wrong, but predicting the future is difficult. This milestone, which transitions us into adult life, has proven to be an occasion for such reflection. I am proud of all of our experiences here, both the victories and the missteps, as they have shaped us into the people we are today. For that reason, I wouldn't go back and change a thing. As the year 2020 has proven to be ever evolving, and we may have difficulty predicting its future, let us, the class of 2020, enjoy this time looking back on our experiences at Knox Central High School. We are fortunate to have had steadfast administrators at Knox Central during our entire 4 years here. While junior year left us unsure if we would survive with the new dress code enforcements and without our cell phones, our principals have proven to be fair and trustworthy. More importantly, dependable and approachable. During monthly class officer meetings, Mr. Frost has always made us feel heard and respected. He is always considering ways that we as a school could do better to be better. Because of his upstanding morals, he placed a strong emphasis on character and leadership education, illustrating to us that our character, like academics, played an active role in our success. For that, Mr. Frost, we thank you. The class of 2020 is also blessed in that we have had supportive educators that have pushed us to be the very best versions of ourselves. Whether our goal is to be doctors, lawyers, teachers, welders, entrepreneurs, or undecided, our teachers have always encouraged us that we can be anything we choose. They have helped us to understand that all careers play an important role in society. College, military, or vocational paths, we felt that our post-high school choices had value and worth. We come from all walks of life. We all learn differently, and we all need different teaching techniques to learn successfully in the classroom. You, our educators, made the effort to reach each and every one of us, which is no small feat. I know firsthand that in times of hardship, I could turn to them for wisdom and comfort. They have always gone beyond their roles as teachers, rather being part of a family. Thank you will never be enough. We are all here in no small part due to the efforts of our families. While they don't have the opportunity to watch us walk across the stage in a traditional fashion at this time, we can't help but smile when we think of the posters, banners, and possibly air horns that are awaiting us along the parade route. You, our families, despite these unforeseeable challenges, have made this graduation special. You have loved us, you have prayed for us, and you have busted our butts when necessary. I am thankful that I have grown up in a family of Panthers. Long before I understood sports, I grew up shaking a blue and gold pom-pom in the stands. Knox Central has played an important role in bonding my family. We have spent many nights with each other at a variety of events. Despite being the last Panther in my family to graduate, I know our hearts will always bleed blue and gold. Family may look different for each one of us. We know, however, that whatever they look like, wherever they come from, or whoever they are, that they played a vital role in who we are. While we may not always see eye to eye as we navigate our future, we know that because of you, we are here. We love you unconditionally, and we thank you. It is true that none of us know exactly what the future holds. However, we can all agree that it is an exciting time for us to be leaving Knox Central. Additionally, we know that everyone from now on will talk about the time that the graduates got a parade instead of a traditional ceremony. We will truly be remembered forever, and I think that's really great. I love my classmates, and I'm thankful to have grown up alongside each of you. There is a part of me that is truly sad to be leaving here, but I know that Knox Central has played a vital role in providing me with the tools I need to navigate my path. Wherever life takes each of you, my hope is that each of us will gain a distinct vision for our lives, that we will discover who we want to be, where we want to go, and how we want to be remembered. Most importantly, I hope we will forever hold in our hearts that once a Panther, always a Panther. Finally, one last time, let's all close our eyes, pretend it's first period, and recite with Mr. Frost the end of the morning announcements. We are safe, we are respectful, we are responsible, we are KC.
Take this this opportunity to thank God for His grace and unwavering love. Secondly, I want to thank our administration, our teachers, all staff members and employees for pushing us, inspiring us, and encouraging our class of 2020 to achieve this educational milestone. And lastly, on behalf of the class of 2020, I want to thank all parents, grandparents, and guardians who have been the one constant force of our success. As I stand before you today, I feel an overwhelming sense of uncertainty, but yet I'm at peace. We, the class of 2020, did not get to experience Rep Arena for a second time, back to back. No senior prom, no senior sneak day, and no senior breakfast, and so on. What we have experienced is life. We have learned that life is not always fair. It is not predictable, and we cannot control it as much as we desire to. But God is in control, and His plan for each of us will prevail, even though it may be unexpected, unwelcome, or even just plain obvious. There's no doubt as I stand here today, this is not what I anticipated or expected as a graduation from high school. Yet my heart will be grateful and joyful for the friendships, experiences, and life lessons I have learned in the past 4 years as a Panther. That is what makes the Panther Nation so great. We are a family. In this world of uncertainty, it is my wish that each member of my 2020 graduating class accept the undeserving and unmerited gift of grace of my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. At this time, I want to sing you some lyrics to an inspirational song. Just kidding. I can't hear you laughing, but I'm going to assume that you are. A simple honk will do. Be a Light by Thomas Rhett. In a world full of hate, be a light. When you do somebody wrong, make it right. Don't hide in the dark. You were born to shine. In a world full of hate, be a light. God has made each of us lights in this world, but we as individuals must determine how bright our light will shine. It may be as simple as a smile, being there for someone who feels alone, a hug, or just sitting in silence together. We are all unique. God has blessed each of us with an individual gifts and talents, and we should never be ashamed to share them with the world. I'm so excited for our 10-year class reunion so I can see what each of us have achieved as scientists, doctors, lawyers, teachers, U.S. service persons, mechanics, plumbers, linemen, carpenters, pro athletes, and so on. I can't wait to sit down and reminisce about our senior year, the year that we changed the world. I will not leave here tonight without a moment of silence for our 2020 classmates whose lives were cut way too short. At this time, please bow your heads and remember Jenna Davis, Cameron Wallace, Dakota Honeycutt, and Summer Disney, as well as their families. Their spirits will live forever, and we will see them once again. To my classmates of 2020, the winds, rains, thunder, and lightning of this world have whispered, we are not strong enough for this storm. But we as a family now whisper back to the world, we are the storm. Proverbs 16:3 testifies, commit to the Lord whatever you do, and your plans will succeed. And Deuteronomy 31:6 states, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them. For the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. I love each of my classmates, my teachers, my principals, and my school staff and administrators. I greatly appreciate all that you have done to make this year one to remember. I hope each of you strive to be the absolute best you can be, and I wish you the best of luck of any and all of your endeavors. Class of 2020, mic drop. I'm out.
Superintendent Sprinkles, please join me at the podium. Mr. Sprinkles, These students have completed the necessary requirements set forth by the state of Kentucky, the Knox County Board of Education, and Knox Central High School SBDM Council to earn their high school diploma and be considered a high school graduate. It is my pleasure to present to you the class of 2020.
Thank you, Mr. Frost. On behalf of the Kentucky Department of Education, the Knox County Board of Education, and the faculty and staff of Knox County Public Schools, I am very proud to announce today that you are graduates of Knox Central High School, the class of 2020. Congratulations.
Class of 2020, congratulations. I know some of you talk about all the firsts I talk about oftentimes at graduation. You all are the first class since I started. You all were freshmen when I started. You all hold a special place in my heart. I congratulate you all on being the class of 2020 who started and made it through the pandemic. Congratulations, class. Now to the important thing, our parade.